Hi everybody, we are here in London at the AI Summit, and I'm very pleased to be here with Seth, which is the Chief Artificial Intelligence Officer in IBM. Hi Seth.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. The first question for you is about your speech. Just click your speech in the headline and the stage. What about the stage?
Yeah, so the speech was really talking about how you create a formula for success leveraging AI. And the analogy we use is Pixar, which is arguably one of the best film companies that ever existed. They have a repeatable formula for those films that they do, and there's a consistent theme that you can watch the recording that for the AI, someone will put up or come talk to me. We've developed a similar formula for deploying AI successfully, and it's thinking about building an AI strategy that's connected to a business strategy, identifying the use cases, understanding the language of your business, using AI to automate workflows and processes, and doing that in a trusted way, while still getting access to your data in a trusted and compliant manner.
Yes. We say that the AI works when you can see it's at work. So the question about AI in Europe, which are the principal and the solution IBM are deploying here in Europe.
What are the principal solutions? So, I mean, when we think about what's the solutions we're deploying in Europe, there's many across the board. So we're looking at things around customer care. So how do we make human interactions between governments and their employees, or the citizens, or corporates and their citizens, or their employees, or their customers, more efficient, more effective, more...
How confusing from this leather stuff over there.
Yeah, so so we're working across Europe helping customers deploy their customer care solutions. So how do they improve the relationships between the companies or the governments and the humans that they are with, the doorway customers or citizens and employees? How do we help companies automate workflows and processes? So thinking about, like KPMG here in Europe, we help them to automate document processing, where they process more than 75,000 documents and reduce the time to do that by 75%. Or Credit Mutual, or on customer care, where we reduce the time for their agents to get to resolution for their customers. So they're live agents, they're still talking to humans, by getting that information and helping them automate processes behind the scenes. And then delivering trustworthy AI solutions with companies like one of the largest banks in the world, based in the US, really governing their AI, getting a handle on it without requiring that their data scientists and AI professionals have a rigorous process that they must adhere to. We've automated a lot of that process.
Yes, and what is the out of video and IBM vision about and use AI to reduce the problem with IBM?
Yeah, so I mean, if you think about, so one of the biggest challenges with AI people talk about is fairness, right? So, when you think about fairness or a biased AI, people often equate to that the AI is biased. When it boils down to machine learning and AI is math, the mathematical formula that you're training on data. Math, I think there's only one or two people in the world that would argue with me, is inherently not biased, right? The math learns the bias from the data. And the database that the data is stored in is actually not creating the bias. It's the data that's representing the past decisions that humans have made that's biased. And so by making sure that we govern AI properly, that we monitor for fairness, we monitor for bias and things like that, specific biases, we do it in an explainable manner, AI can actually help us create a fairer society by minimizing that bias and managing the risk in a way that helps us derive better outcomes.
Thank you very much, Seth. Bye. See you at next interview here to London.